Welcome back to your spiritual sports segment on Rhema Gospel Radio. I'm CJ. After 3 minutes into the preliminary trial for Jerry Sandusky, it was over as Sandusky waived his right to the hearing and did not have to face his alleged accusers in court yesterday. Upon exiting the courthouse, Joe Amendola, Sandusky's attorney, answered questions from the swarm of media that was there for about an hour, which some say was a brilliant move to present his case to some degree to the masses. Sandusky entered a plea of not guilty and stated, quote, "We will stay the course to fight for 4 quarters," end quote. Sandusky also waived a January 11th arraignment and requested a jury trial, and Amendola decided to waive the preliminary trial due to the evidence would have been one-sided. Also, Amendola took a moment to attack Mike McQuarrie, since his testimony to the grand jury contradicts what a family friend of the McQuarries testified to the grand jury. James Harrison has been suspended by the National Football League after his helmet-to-helmet hit on Cleveland Browns quarterback Colt McCoy during the game last week. Harrison, who is a repeat offender, will forfeit $73,529 for missing the game against the San Francisco 49ers and will be the first player to be suspended for a helmet-to-helmet hit. There was some of the opinion that the actual hit didn't warrant a suspension, but since Harrison was fined $125,000 alone in 2010, that probably pushed the commissioner to levy the suspension. Harrison himself doesn't believe he did anything wrong, stating, quote, "I don't think his suspension is worthy. I don't think it's worthy of anything, but that's just my own personal opinion," end quote. Harrison's agent, Bill Parise, stated Harrison has appealed the punishment and expects the appeal to be heard late this week. As for McCoy, he suffered a concussion from the hit and will be evaluated according to the league's concussion protocol. Speaking of concussions, the National Basketball Association has put in place a concussion protocol to determine when players can return to the court from head injuries. The protocol went into effect at the start of training camp last Friday, and if a player is diagnosed with a concussion, he will have to complete a series of steps to confirm that he is healthy enough for competition. All the steps in the protocol could take days, if not weeks, and each player will undergo a baseline test prior to preseason games, which will aid in the diagnosis of potential concussions. This sports segment was sponsored by Simple Church Ministry, where they are not the spectator sport we Christians call church. For more information on their philosophies and inner workings, please visit their website at simplechurchministry.org. To have your company sponsor a sports segment, please email me at cjsports, that's CEEJAY, sports@gmail.com for more information, and be sure to follow me on Twitter and YouTube at CJSports. Stay tuned for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and have a worshiping Wednesday.